ahead of this week. You guys have to kind of reshape the position, which you guys may be trying to do ahead of this big game. What do you make of the players that are stepping up in Tyson's absence, and how you guys are going to manage that?
We just got to continue to work. That's what they've done all year. I told those guys, JT's not going to come here and catch the ball for you. He's not going to run the routes for you. You guys put a lot of effort into this season. If your opportunities call, your numbers call, take full advantage of it. I do know one thing: we're not in this position without JT. So I told the guys, hey man, you're not only playing for yourself, you're playing for your brother that's down. So I know JT, even though he's not out here, he's here in spirit. Had a phenomenal season this year. He's only going to continue to get better. But we have some unfinished business. Nobody really predicted us to be in this position. So for these guys, man, just a testament to all their hard work, starting back in Camp T, with me just, getting here and, trying to figure out who everyone is and, how to push their buttons. And now here we are playing in the Big 12 championship. So for a lot of these guys, man, all you can ask for is an opportunity. They get the opportunity on the biggest stage probably for most of these kids. My job as a coach is just to try to keep the anxiety level down a little bit. I understand that, if you prepare the same way you've been doing all season, you'll be fine, and try not to put any more pressure on themselves.
Sorry, I'm assuming throughout your career you've had teammates go down kind of with injuries similarly. What do you kind of share your perspective on the players about that, knowing that going to be without one of their teammates for this upcoming game?
Sometimes when you lose a teammate and as productive as JT has been, somebody else has to pick up the flag. And I don't think it's just one person. I think it's collectively as a group. I don't know if we can match the production that JT's had. He's a special player, but collectively as a group, my motto has kind of been, man, just be great at making the routine plays. If we just make the routine plays, don't try to do anything extra, don't try to do too much, we'll be fine. We're going to run the ball, of course. You got to run it back like scat, you're going to run the ball. So, our wideouts have done a great job all season, impacting the game when they don't have the football, when they're not getting thrown to. So first and foremost priority is to make sure we get involved in the run game. We've got a hat on the hat. And then when your numbers call, make a play, make a routine play. You don't have to do anything extra special. Just go out there and do what they've been doing all season. When their numbers call, they make plays.
Malik McLean's getting back in the rotation, and where have you seen him progress throughout the season? Coming in, also his potential to contribute after redshirting this year.
Yeah, he's worked hard on the look team. Watching him throughout the season, man, he's getting better. Clearly, you see the confidence. Now it's just a matter of him just getting acclimated. Being in there full time, getting some reps, understanding the playbook, the terminology as well. I think he has a better grasp of our playbook now. So definitely got fresh legs. He's able to play in this championship game. Hopefully he can make an impact and help contribute.
What have you seen from Guillory? It seems like he's done a really good job walking in the run game this year. What is you
Guillory's been great, man. He's a solid player, man. He's every coach's dream. You want a kid like Xavier. The fact that he comes prepared, he's excited, he doesn't complain. Sometimes in the wide receiver world, known as divas, everybody wants the ball. But I just know he's super happy, super proud for anyone that scores. He blocks his tail off for the team. So he's everything you want as a coach. The guy that just puts his head down, continue to work on his craft, get better. All he cares about is winning. How can he help win ball games and help ASU win games? And I'm super happy for him. He has some opportunity this week to showcase what he can do.
When you talk about managing anxiety for a lot of these players, it's a big game and a huge opportunity for all of them, and especially with players that maybe haven't got as much opportunity as they might this weekend with Jordyn being out. How do you stress that to the players and making sure that they, like you mentioned, not doing too much?
I tell stories. My first time playing the Super Bowl, how nervous I was. I was a nervous wreck. It comes with this game. We all play this game to one day be on the grand stage and playing for a championship. And for a lot of these kids, this is their first time. So, imagine you being 18 years old and pulling up to Dallas Stadium, and I'm pretty sure you're probably a little nervous yourself. So, I just try to speak from experience. tossing and turning the night before a Super Bowl, not being able to sleep, looking at the clock. And 1 minute it's 12 o'clock, next minute it's 12:01, look over it's 12:02. You're just restless. For me, when we get closer to the game, I just try to tell those guys, envision yourself, go through the game plan, envision yourself making these plays, go through each and every play, and seeing yourself and what you're going to do, and be detailed up. And then at the end of the day, it's still football. When we do the coin toss and kickoff happens, and in the midst of a Jerry Jones world down there, I think once you get hit, all the anxieties kind of get out you, and now it's just back to playing football.
Now that they're officially signed, what are your thoughts on the crop of new signees in this class?
Congratulations to all our new Sun Devils, man. I want to welcome everybody to our Sun Devil family. I've said all year, man, we're building something special. I think for Kenny's vision, it's what I wanted to be a part of. It's the reason why I'm here, at ASU. So I just wanted to, carry on his vision and see the new crops of kids we got coming in. They're all special players. We're doing big things here in Tempe, so I'm excited about this program's future.
Your favorite moment of Jerry's world being there, throughout the NFL?
That massive jumbo screen that they have in the middle of the field. You couldn't help but player just look up at it the whole time. But listen, man, these kids worked their butts off. No one gave them an opportunity to see. I think they're a bunch of resilient guys. I think this will teach them a lot about life lessons, right? Regardless of people counting you out, just bet on yourself. Put your head down. Don't worry about who gets the praise. Just put your head down, keep chopping wood, and see where life takes you. And here we are playing in Big 12 championship when at the beginning of the season, no one gave us a chance to even win, 4 or 5 games. So it's really been the mentality of us just buying in. It's kind of us against the world. It's great that they're starting to get recognition, but we're still not done. We still got one more game left, and how privileged and blessed they are to be in the position that they are. A lot of teams out there aren't in this position, so don't spoil the opportunity, man. We got an opportunity of a lifetime to do something special for these kids. It's a big game, so I'm looking forward to see how they respond.
What do you make of Iowa State defensively? Obviously?
Solid team. Very well coached. They run their scheme. They do what they do. They're not going to change who they are. For us, it's taking care of the football, and it just comes down to execution. When you're at this stage and you're playing for conference championships, everybody is pretty good. Everybody's pretty solid. There's no sorry teams that are playing in the conference championship, I can tell you that. So we just got to make sure that we do our job, just execute our plays, try not to turn the football over, and see where it all ends up at the end of the game.
What do you see from Troy O'Meara this season, his development, especially heading into Saturday where he could receive some more reps?
It's not just one guy. It's all the guys. All the guys put in hard work, man. They come out here with a mindset of getting better, working on their craft each and every day. And that's all I ask them. Don't worry about who's in, who's starting, who's not starting. At some point in the season, you're going to get your opportunity. And here we are in the championship. Our best receivers down and out. Gives these other guys opportunity to stand up. Their family's going to be there. Couldn't ask for a better opportunity. So I'm excited to see what those guys do, and looking forward to see if we can go up here and win the Big 12 championship.
Do you make anything of a defensive scheme that's trying to really heavily stop the pass and maybe having more defensive backs or more linebackers in the middle of the field?
No, I'm not going to tell you guys all that. We're just going to line up and play. I'm not going to tell you the game plan and the scheme. They're a solid team. They're not going to beat themselves. Well coached. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a great matchup. I'm looking forward to see how these kids respond. I don't know. Like I said, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, no one gave them a chance. Here they are playing in the Big 12 championship. All I can do is just keep encouraging them, keep believing in them and believing in themselves. They're the reason why we're here. Just all the hard work that they put into it is starting to pay off, and we got one more game to prove that.
What's it been like to be a part of this, to come here?
It's been special, man. It's been special. I can tell you one thing is I wake up every day with a passion to come here and help these kids develop. I know I'm taking time away from my family, but my wife's all in. She makes goodie bags each and every Friday. I can tell you, my wife don't make any bags for anyone, not even myself. But she gets the decor with it, the name, the numbers, the making sure they get all the snacks that they want. She's all into this season, so it's been fun not only for the university and the fan base, but also my family as well. They're out, they buying all bedazzling, all the ASU gear. They're getting ready for this championship game. Should be fun.
Coach, you've been in big games before. Is there any advice that you could give these kids?
I tell them my first time playing in the Super Bowl. It's just common. You're going to get nervous. I mean, it just comes with the territory and the anxiety that I had playing in my first championship game. Man, I couldn't sleep the night before. So, you know, I just try to ease the tension a little bit and let them know it's okay to be nervous. You know, being nervous in a game like this, it shows that you care. You know, it shows that it means a lot to you. You worked your butt off to get in a position to play in the championship or championship for the championship, the conference championship. But once you line up, you do kickoff, you get hit, it's back to football. So all those anxieties get out you real quick when the whistle blows. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, our guys have put in a lot of hard work into this thing, and man, they deserve every minute of it. So I can't wait to see if we can bring home a title here in ASU.
How important is it to maybe just take a minute when you maybe first get to the stadium, take it all in for a second, and then kind of lock in?
We'll kind of look back on it and see. Yeah, it's great, but you still got to play the game. I try not to look ahead. I try to just keep staying in the moment, continue to work your butt off, prepare, and get ready to just play this game. And then when it's all said and done, then you can reflect back on the year that we had. It's not the time to really reflect right now. I just live in present moment and just want to continue. Tomorrow we got to jog through. It should be a perfect day mentally. Make sure we're on top of our assignment. Then we come out fast Friday, we get on the flight, we get a good night rest, wake up early in the morning, and playing for the Big 12 championship.
I know he's been banged up a little bit over the last few weeks, but Jake Smith, what have you kind of seen from him and him kind of ramping back up?
All these guys, man, want to help contribute. So, he'll get opportunities to play, as all our guys. It's all hands on deck, especially when you lose a player like Jordyn Tyson. It's going to take all of us to pick up the slack production-wise. So, but I'm excited as hell for these players, considering when I first got here and to where they are now, man, it's like night and day. Not just as football players, but young men. All of them have bought in and did everything I asked them to do. And as a coach, that's all you want in life. And to see that, to put themselves in a position playing for the Big 12 championship, man, it's just a testament to those guys putting in the time, believing in the system, believing in the culture, and grinding day in and day out. That's it.